So, building a home is not a very easy task, but our dream, our dream is big, and we are going to do it. Especially when you are doing a village home, there can be so many challenges, a lot of challenges, a lot of challenges. But you see, if you know how to arrange your priorities, it is not a walk on the park, but it's neither difficult to do it. You have the home, and finally, you actually be able to make it an habitable home. What you need to understand is that most problems that you face when you are building your village home is water. I'm not sure there is any other challenge other than water. So once you get the land done, what you are supposed to do is just get in water. Just get water is the first thing. Just to get water is the first thing. Maybe you can harvest from the roof, rainwater. You can dig a shallow water pan. You can also, if you have a nearby river, you can pump from there. And most probably in East Africa, where sun is so much like this one, you can do solar panels to pump water. You can also dig a borehole if you have the budget. But for us here in the village, what we did is we are digging a shallow well, and because we actually used the right process. We have some water. You can see this is water. We're getting some water so far. Look at it. So at least you're getting some water from this well. This is the well we are digging now. Currently we are at 85 feet. Yes. But in one of the videos, someone told me that he actually got a source of water by digging an underground well, and they missed water. They went up to more than 150 feet manually, but they were not able to get any drop of water. And one thing I can tell you, yes, many people have done wells, and where they have not been able to get water from those wells were maybe because of doing wrong hydrogeological surveys. Most of the people use who use the copper wires, which detect moisture. But if you do the proper hydrogeological survey, you get to know the rocks, the way they are arranged, the semi-permeable rocks, where the moisture starts, and how much water you are you are able to get at a certain depth. So it is able to tell you when you reach 40 feet, you'll get some amount of water. Then when you dig deeper, you get more and more water. So guys, we are still doing it. This is Dennis. Dennis,
Yes.
wave at them. So we are trying to bail the rocks from the well as we continue digging. There's also another person. Jose is down there. So we'll build some water which has accumulated and some rocks as we continue digging. And you see, guys, very lucky. We've been able to get this number of gallons every day. 2 drums of 200 liters. That's a very big success. Very big success. This is water, very clean water. So we put here every morning. It settles. We continue using it. And you can see one sign that we got water. You can see our kitchen garden is thriving. You can see in a very dry soil here, like this, if you get someone has been able to do a very good spinach like this, some kales, some amarantha, that is the terere, and we are doing, in a matter of few days, we'll be getting fresh vegetables from our kitchen garden, and that has been very possible with our under well. So once we dig, our focus is we are doing 120 feet. At least we get, of course the sky is the limit, but you see, for an under well, the challenge is you cannot dig very deep, because you will now reach some levels where you will get the oxygen level goes down. So even if you ventilate using the pipes down there, still you cannot get enough oxygen past maybe 150. If you are also doing the under well, there are some levels that the rock can become very, very hard, that you cannot dig past that. So at that, you find that you'd want to dig deeper, get as much water as you can. But because of those limits, maybe for us, we are doing 120, 125, depending on how much water we are getting. But so far, the project is very successful. If you've been watching this channel, you will notice that we have had a lot of challenges getting water. We are pumped from the river, which is a bit far, and very far, very far. So because we use diesel, we are using diesel, which was very expensive. Imagine renting around $20, $30, $40 per just one day, pumping water for use and maybe for irrigation and livestock. That is quite very expensive. A common Kenyan, East African, I cannot manage. So we also tried to do a shallow water pump. That was also not successful because of the soil could not retain enough moisture, and that was it. So with a lot of tries and persistency, we have been able to get water, and we thank God that it was very successful here in the village. So if you are joining and watching right now, what we are doing is my name is Brian Mbiki, and I'm with my guys here trying to get water from an underground well. At least as a priority before we start doing other projects for a village home. So here you can see him bailing. You've seen a man-made wooden pulley. So that's how it is done. So he has bailed the water. Look at it. So here, that's what he will do. And that's what you can see. We are very successful. We have got maybe right now, as we continue digging, we are getting at 85 feet. We are getting around 300 to 400 liters every morning. And as we continue digging, we also bailing every now and then. You see that that is water. That is water here. We are bailing around 15 to 20 liters of usable water as we continue digging and bailing out the rocks. So maybe that is it. So we do over and over that, and so if I was to be asked, and many people asked, what is the priority? What are you if you want doing, if you are doing a village home, a retirement home down in the village, which is that project that you're supposed to start with? Is it building a house? Most people spend millions, thousands of dollars trying to build the home. You first build a house, and most of these African village are in the semi-arid areas. Like you see, the sun is very scorchy out there. So do you do that expensive house, or what do you do? As far as I'm concerned, the first thing you should ever do and spend all the time without making mistakes is get water, get drinking water source, get water for washing clothes, washing utensils, doing a small kitchen garden before you do any other expensive project. Of course, acquiring the land, if you have not inherited any land like us, get the land, then you dig the water, then the rest of the projects can always be arranged as per your budget or priorities. So that is it. You are good in traveling. Yes, I also travel. I also travel. I like traveling as per budget. Thank you so much, Ali Malsak, for asking. Yes, pretty well. Pretty very good in traveling. Like now, we are down in the village from a very far city in East Africa, trying to make a village home, prioritizing water. That is the underground well that we are doing. So thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. So in other videos, you'll see me traveling over different places. But right now we are concentrating with a village home. starting right with the right priority. Of course, having made some mistakes, maybe starting with a small house, doing the water the wrong way, pumping from the river and so forth, with all that pollution and expenses. Now we are back to track, doing the ant. Yes, yeah. Umeilaza ayungi unajema aungi. So that is it. Our rural setup, very challenging. You can see the sun, very scorching, but we'll make it. We have a very big dream, making a home right here in the village. Here we have some. The last rain, we did some pigeon peas. Look at this. This is a pigeon peas. So we eat this. Prepare very good cuisines using this. Very nice. They are grains, huh? Just like beans, but different types. They are called pigeon. Peas. Or in our language, we call it zo. In Swahili, we call it mbaazi. This is the bars of pigeon peas that we planted the other season. Very drought resistant. You see, you can see it. The soil is very dry. Look at the soil. I hope you can see the soil is very dry, but the plant is still very green, drought resistant. So when you are doing the crops, you also supposed to look at those which are drought resistant, depending on your area. So most people ask, is there actually food that you can eat from those dry rural homes? I will tell you there is a lot, but you see, you make it easy when you try to do the water, the borehole. You can do the borehole so that you get water now to irrigate and now plant more fresh food. You can see this one. This is another plant from a rural home. This is look at this plant. This is also very drought resistant. You can see it's very green. This one, look at it. This is who can tell me the name of this in English? Here we call it Zumula. In Swahili we call it Ukwaju. Who can tell me this? The name of this? Look at it. Looks like this. Let me get one. Let me get one. Oh, they are not ripe. They are not ready. Let me show you. So this is the fruit. Looks like this. What is the name of this fruit? And it is usually very soft, and it can make a very good juice. It is also fermented to make some drinks. When it is ready, it looks like this. So you remove the cover, then now this part now looks like this. The inner part looks like this. So who can tell me in the comment section the name of this? Other plants that also do well in these dry areas. There are also mangoes. Well, this is a mango. It's a mango tree, and there are quite several. So you can do this one. They are also very drought resistant. So you find that what they do, they don't flower. If you irrigate it, flowers even off season. But because we already have not finished our borehole, our well, you find that it's still not flowering. It's not real flowering, but I will show you one which is flowering, the one that was crafted. So that is it. We also have this. This one is called a guava, and it is having fruits. Look at this. Very nice one. It's a guava. This is a guava. Very one nice. This one is also very drought resistant. So you can see the soil is very dry. Nobody is irrigating, but it's still having fruits. It's still having fruits. It's fruit. So that is it. This is also another. Look at this. This is also another fruit tree. It's a mango. You can see this one is flowering. Very nice. It's even fruiting, and it's also a very dry season. So you find that these fruits, when you are choosing those fruits, especially for your village home, you need to know the type of fruits that you can do, especially when you've not got a good supply of water like us. These fruits do very well. This is also a very good one. This is lemon. Let me see if there's some lemons. You see, very dry area, but you find, yes, there is a very good lemon right there. So you find that's a lemon. I hope you can see that's a lemon. So you find that it is possible to get fruits in those in this very dry weather. If you do the fruits well, of course, as you prepare to get water. This we are harvesting the water from the rooftop, and then this becomes very clean water that now you can maybe treat it to purify and drink. So village life is very possible, but you need to set your priorities very well to be sure that life is possible there. You can get enough food, fruits and vegetables. You can get water, and I will insist about water. Yes, you should be able to get water. You should be able to get water for your livestock, for your domestic use, and then you use the excess to get your vegetables done, some crops, some fruits, and you also make your compound. As you have seen, we are very raw. We don't even have flowers. Most of them are withering because of the dry season. But as you continue doing the well, we are very sure. Maybe you can tell me, Brian, I want to help you maybe do this in the compound, especially the water part. I will be very happy. having a community that supports what I'm doing, making the homework, the village homework, because I can't tell you, it's quite a challenge, and most people are not able to even manage to have it work. It's not easy. It's not easy at all to make your village homework right from scratch until you call it an habitable place with most of it. One of the advantages that of having a village home is you are off grid, away from pollution. You are not paying high bills like in towns. But the challenge comes in because you are the one to make it work. You are the one to make. Hey, look at those sheep. The sheep are very happy sheep. They are feeding on those made stoppers. So as I was telling you, is that if you get to the village, you get to the village, you are trying to make it work. You are trying to avoid the heavy bills, but the challenge comes that you have to make it work yourself. You know, in the towns, people have made it work. They have built a house. They have made sure it is electrified. It is supplied with power, electricity. They have made sure that the supply of uh, water. There are good roads. But you see, you have to pay for that, and the pain does not end until you make a decision to quit that lifestyle. In the village, on the other hand, you have to, you have to, you have to, you have to make sure you are the one who does those things. For example, you need to do a house, very expensive. It's way far much expensive at the start than paying rent. But you see, once you do it, you have done it. Once you build the house, the village house, you have done it, so you will not be paying the monthly rent. But you see, it costs a lot of money when you are starting. You are the one to do the road. The road to your home is you to do it. No government will do the small road that runs to your home. You are the one to do the water. Maybe you do a borehole, a lot of money. So at the start, it's a lot of money, but there are no ongoing bills from there henceforth. You are the one to do the power. Very expensive. You are installing a solar panel. It's not like paying for monthly electricity. But once you do it, maybe you do solar. Yeah, sometimes you can also connect to the grid, which I don't advocate, especially with the village, because they'll still keep sending you the bills that you are trying to avoid when you are making your village home. Exactly. So that is it for the comparison between those people who want to settle in the village and those who want to live in the city. You find either way, someone who is staying in the village is not paying many bills. But you see, the cost of having the home work is expensive and can be tiring. And most people prefer getting all the amenities at once and paying small by small those monthly bills like the rent, the water bills, the electricity, buying the food, which most people in the village buy. So that is it. Thank you for watching and bye bye. My name is Brian Mbiki in a rural village home in East Africa.